Anyway, we got special guests in the house. I got to find these
That
jokes.
is amazing that you still write jokes.
Boy,
Man,
that
my
platinum,
life is fun.
that platinum nugget rang.
That was pretty darn funny, Steve.
Roscoe
Platinum
got
nugget rain
upgrade.
pretty much did it.
I got to write that down.
Yes, you do.
Well, we got a special in-studio guest, everybody.
Yes,
we loaded
we
with
do.
him today, and we just got through talking to Dr. Brown, Dr. Roscoe Brown, from the Tuskegee Airmen. He was talking about how important it is to talk about African Americans who are currently doing great things, so it shows everybody that they can do it too. Well, in light of that, it just so happens it's Influential African American Wednesday, and today we shine our African. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
You're correct.
African American Spotlight honoree today is the president, CEO, and founder of Nationwide Tax Solutions. In 1990, after working at such large firms as Dow Jones, he decided to break out and open his own. Specializing in IRS resolution, Nationwide Tax Solutions has been advocating for 17 years on behalf of business owners and taxpayers with large-scale debt. Considered an IRS expert, he has frequently been a guest speaker on New York area radio and was recognized by the Network Journal for Black Professionals as one of the 40 under 40 achievement awardees. Let me get that right. One of the 40 under 40? Oh, 40 under 40.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he under 40. Anyway, please welcome to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Influential African American Spotlight honoree, Injil Muhammad.
Who?
Injil Muhammad.
Is it in jail or in jail?
Injil, it's good to be here. Good morning.
Injil, how you doing?
Very good.
You have to excuse him.
And I'm over 40 now. So
Back then.
back then, that was
Right.
back then. Everybody was looking at me.
Yeah, I said cool, graying and stuff.
That's when you ride with.
Right.
Welcome to the show.
All right. Just had a hard life. That's all.
all right now.
Yeah, because if you under 40, I can tell you right now, I'm doing damn good. I'm going to take my next photo shoot with no shirt on.
My wife is listening.
I'm sorry.
Change your tune.
Hey, Injil. And then we both in trouble then. Yeah. Hey, man, so how you doing?
Very good, very good. It's good to be here.
So explain to us exactly what you do as founder of Nationwide Tax Solutions.
What we do, we specialize, as you mentioned, with people as well as businesses who have themselves confronted with IRS enforcement. Basically, our clients owe the IRS $25,000 or more, and what happens is most people have no idea what to do. So we walk them through the maze of their options to show them a solution so that they can either reduce their debt or work out some kind of payment arrangement with the IRS.
Tommy.
I heard
Got a
IRS. I got
website number.
$25,000 fits right up in there.
Yeah.
I got audited last year.
Really? How did it turn out?
No, me.
What should a person know who's being audited?
Well, when you're audited, the first thing you should do is to have an understanding as to what year you're being audited and what aspects of your tax return is being audited. Because a lot of people do. They talk too much. And what happens is that the IRS agents are very trained to pull information out of you. Not that you're trying to hide anything, but you want to be professional, and it's best to have representation. Now, a lot of people that I know who are being audited, sometimes they need to be audited because the tax returns are somewhat ridiculous. Like, for example, I met someone about a year ago who was working at the post office who earned $50,000 in income, and they had $42,000 in expenses. So that just doesn't add up,
Right.
So
Right. Come on now.
You went to work on $8,000.
You just got 8.
I was like,
Left.
what were you deducting? So
Right.
so sometimes it's just a matter of going to the IRS, explaining that you were victimized by a preparer, because that's usually the case, and ask them to abate the penalties. But it depends on the situation. Like, for example, someone came in yesterday, and a woman was getting ready to go overseas, and she got a notice from the IRS stating that she owes $100,000.
Oh.
So she's telling me her story, and I start to smile. And she was looking at me like, what is he smiling about? But as I was looking at her notes, what happened was she filed a tax return and didn't report her capital gain. She sold stock, so she didn't report the stock. When you sell stock, it's reported to the IRS, but what you paid for the stock is not reported to the IRS. So what happens is that she had a $100,000 capital gain, which translated into roughly with penalty and interest about, actually the capital gain was a little higher than that. The whole bill was $100,000. So the bottom line is this. We had to figure out what her cost was. She sold the stock at a loss, which is going to eliminate her $100,000 liability. So it depends on the situation. Sometimes people need to file a return to resolve their problem. Sometimes people need to work out a payment plan, and sometimes you can actually cut a deal with the IRS. And I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, cut a deal with the IRS. Can a person, for the average guy, now you're dealing with people with $25,000 debt and up, can a person, see, I got to come back and talk to you about this question.
Okay. We can do that, Steve. We can go to break and come back.
What you say, Shirley? It's okay.
Who I know about these taxes? I want to ask you something for the regular person out there that's working a job concerning taxes.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a couple of those. When we come back,
very good.
We'll finish up with Injil Muhammad, who is the founder of Nationwide Tax Solutions. Give them a website for your business right quick, man.
Absolutely. It's nwtaxsolutions.com. That's nwtaxsolutions.com. We can also be reached toll-free at 866-790-1040. 866-790-1040.
Cool. We'll be back with more Injil Muhammad right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Family really
Oh, you don't think they have a clue?
Hey, trying to help you out.
He listens to the show every day, though.
No comment. No comment.
Our special guest this morning is CEO and founder of Nationwide Tax Solutions, Brother Injil Muhammad. If you want more information, here's a toll-free number, 866-790-1040.
Yes, sir.
866-790-1040. Or you can go online to nwtaxservice.com.
No, Tax Solutions.
Taxsolutions.com.
nwtaxsolutions with an S.com.
NW
Tax
with an S.
No, NW. Let's
sound it out.
Let's sound it out.
All right, okay.
NW Tax TAX Solutions SOLUTIONS.com.
Oh, that's got the S on it. I was going to say, hell, if you say taxes and solution go run together, you have.
And of course, that's www. I think.
Right.
Steve is crazy.
He really.
How bad is it to be audited?
Well, it depends on the situation. I mean, what happens is when you audit it, the first thing is that there's such a fear. Even if your return is done properly, it's a fear. No one wants that experience to happen. However, the key is to be organized. Be organized, hire people who understand numbers and know how to speak well and know how to convince people of your position. So it's not impossible. We went on many audits where there were no change made. We went on audits actually where people got additional refunds because the prior preparer missed some deductions or some credits. So just because you audit doesn't mean you have to cut a check. It depends on the situation.
Yeah. Well, we got tax time is approaching now. What are a couple of important things that you think people should know this time of the year? Well, for the tax preparer and payer.
The key, I think, is to be organized, file early if you can, and if you're late, you can always file an extension. I want to make this clear because a lot of people understand what this extension process is. When you file an extension, it's an extension to file the return, not to pay late. So in other words, if you owe $5,000,
that's what I thought. Extension. I got time.
And exactly, but you don't. It appears that you have time. So if you file that extension, you have an extension of time to file a return. But if you owe money and they find it out when you eventually file a return, your extension is no good. So it's an extension of time to file. So in my example, you should write a check for $5,000 with your extension in order to make it a real extension. And, of course, the deadline has been extended to April 17th. It's not April 15th this year because the 15th falls on a Sunday. And then April 16th is actually a legal holiday in the District of Columbia. So we have the extra day. So we just got to work a little harder this year.
All right.
2 more days.
Well, listen, everybody. For more information, here's the deal. Here's the toll-free number, 866-790-1040. 866-790-1040. Or you can go online to NW Tax Solutions, nwtaxsolutions.com. injilmuhammad.com.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Very good.
And this
Steve.
brother's business, he's the president and CEO of it. If you got tax debt issues and you need some help, this is the man that can help you. It don't matter where you are. Call, send us a letter, email us, do whatever you got to do, and we can get you some help.
Appreciate
You'll
it.
be hearing from me today.
Brother Injil Muhammad, thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Injil Muhammad, everybody, founder of Nationwide Tax Solutions. 866-790-1040 is the number, 866-790-1040 or nwtaxsolutions.com.